Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats and silence all cell phones. The ceremony will begin momentarily.
Task Force Survey, forward, march! Task Force Survey, any member? All together! Take seats!
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Cadet Jack Mariziti, and it's been my privilege to serve as the Command Sergeant Major for this detail, SLE 2025. I'm your Master of Ceremony this morning. It's my honor to introduce Colonel Riley Post, Deputy Director of Admissions.
Hi, good morning, everybody, and welcome to West Point. On behalf of Lieutenant General Stephen Gillen, the Superintendent of the United States Military Academy, and Colonel Rance Lee, our Director of Admissions, thank you for being here. Candidates, how you doing? Hey, do you all remember the game we played on the first night that I talked to you? All right, let's see if you remember. Beat. Beat. right, you got it. All right, hey, I have the distinct privilege of introducing to you the person who was most responsible for making this happen this week, Cadet Captain Jacob Grossman. So Jacob was responsible for all of the cadre that you see here in white, standards and discipline, 56 of them that he was responsible for, and most importantly, for all these candidates that are here. So with that, please give a round of applause to Cadet Captain Jacob Grossman.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us today. This has been a fast-paced week. The Summer Leaders Experience provides candidates a glimpse of what life is like as a cadet, condensing down the 47-month experience into a single week. Please turn your attention to the screen behind me for a recap of SLE.
I really feel like this course is giving me a really good insight on what cadet life is like, and West Point is without a doubt my number one.
It was an opportunity to view myself in the shoes of a West Point cadet and an Army officer. An awesome experience.
Go, 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 go!
The sergeants have really inspired me to want to come here. The classes I've taken have been really interesting and very interactive, and I like overall the community spirit of the place.
I've met new people I probably never would have met if I didn't come here, and it's just like overall helped me become a better person.
We've made some incredible memories, as you've seen. However, what you can't see is the immense growth over such a short period of time. The hours of mentorship with squad leaders, the countless laughs and smiles, and the tremendous pride that we all have as cadre, and you as friends and family for cadet candidates. They've come a long way since when they first reported to get in the red sash on our day. It is now my honor to introduce the Commandant of the United States Military Academy Preparatory School, Colonel Nathaniel Conkey. He's a graduate of the USMA class of 2000, commissioned as an infantry officer. Some of his previous assignments include deployments to Kirkuk, Iraq, and Bagram, Afghanistan. He recently concluded a year-long fellowship at Columbia University. In addition to his many accolades over his 25-year military career, he is married to Colonel Kate Conkey and father to 3 children. Ladies and gentlemen, Colonel Nathaniel Conkey.
Teammates, how we doing? Now, it wasn't too bad. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Okay. Hey, I know a couple of y'all out there, and I think you know me and how high energy I can be. So I do appreciate getting it right back, and to Colonel Post for doing the same. So yeah, thanks for having me out for a few minutes just to have a brief chat. Jacob, thank you so much for the introduction. Riley, thanks for the nudge to get me up here. Special welcome to the Surdike family. No one better than Tom to provide the namesake here for SLE, where we're building the next generation of servant leaders, and he exemplified that. So thanks everybody for being here. Welcome to our other distinguished guests, moms, dads, families, cadre, admissions team, staff, and faculty. Thank you for being here. And maybe most importantly, our cadet candidates that are sitting out here in front. Wow, what a week, right? How many feel like it was a month? Oh, yeah, some hands going up. Hopefully that was in a good way, not necessarily in a bad way. But we'll figure out that answer, and hopefully we're still high on life and celebrating our good vibes. And that's exactly what I think of when I just sit back and think about SLE and West Point. Nothing but those good vibes. Now, granted, I'm probably the most biased person in this auditorium, but nonetheless, this place is incredible. I'm a 3-time offender, as was alluded to in my bio. West Point cadet, graduating in 2000. I taught in the Department of Physical Education as a captain and major. So if you took the IOCT this week, right, that was me teaching that stuff. I really enjoyed it. Hope you did too. And now, most recently, I'm blessed to, on this tour, to have been the regimental tactical officer for 1st Regiment, First and Proud. Any 1st Reg teammates? There we go. And currently up as the prep school commandant. Just as a side note, up at the prep school, we call our teammates up there cadet candidates. So it just rolls right off the tongue. And I'm so glad to be amongst you all here today. But yeah, I think this place is pretty incredible. Apparently, a lot of people outside the walls of West Point do as well. Close to record numbers of SLE applicants this year. I heard over 5,000 strong for the 540 or so that we brought in for this class, and about the same that'll show up for next week. And they're from all sorts of states and territories, from as far away as Guam and the Marianas to the relative locals here in New York. By the way, taking honors is New York as the state most represented. So New York, where are you at? Yeah, come on, a little loud. Can I get some noise? That was kind of weak. To be honest, there were some other states that were pretty well represented. So Texas, where are you at? See, everything's a little bit bigger in Texas is what I heard. California, where are you at? And Florida. Okay. All right. I had some teammates of mine trying to convince me to move to Florida when I retire here, so maybe we'll see. And while we're yelling and making noise, can you help me make some noise for your cadre as a part of Task Force Surdike? Come on, CCs, get it up. Oh, I love the passion. Hey, yes, 56 cadets from all across the Corps dedicating their summer leadership detail to you, to getting all of us better every single day and leaving their legacy stamped into the class potentially of 2030. With the mission statement that talks of inspiring, motivating, pursuing service, I'm absolutely impressed. Please, one more round of applause for the cadre. So when I'm doing these types of things, I sometimes like to crowdsource for ideas to talk about, and no, this is not some plug or an admission for using generative AI. But earlier this week, I was on like a sporting event run, driving from point A to point B with my middle daughter. She's a little bit younger than most of the folks sitting up front. And I asked her what I should talk about. This is where it gets crazy. Number one, she says I should talk all about CJ. And so now the cat is officially out of the bag. That's my daughter right down there in 5th Squad, 4th Platoon, Red Hawks, CJ Conkey. Go ahead, raise your hand. We'll embarrass you. Yeah. She's shrunk down to about this tall. Usually I can pick her out of the crowd. So no, I'm not going to share any crazy CJ stories from up here on stage, but maybe her squad can come find me a little bit later. But CJ, your mom and I love you very much. Number two thing, my middle daughter, Marin, said I should talk about. In typical teenage sass, I get back, I don't know, you're the adult. And so that was not helpful either. And after just a little bit more pushing, I got to number three, in which she actually got serious and some pretty insightful comments. She said, I should talk about the stepping stones to your future. And I'm obviously talking to the CCs, the stepping stones to your future. And this being a pathway, potentially, SLE into West Point, maybe beyond. What you know and still continuing, or what you are still continuing to learn about yourselves. And I kept it going. I'm like, hey, that's good. We talked some more and some themes that came out, and any of these I could probably talk ad nauseum at length about. but I'll just list them out for now. So building and maintaining your character. You probably heard that character thing quite a bit this week, and I don't think you can hear it enough. It's bottom line, it's the foundation for what you're going to do, and we continue to add on to it every single day. Me still 25 years in service. Work hard to surround yourself by like-minded people. Be positive. Becoming the best version of yourself. I think I heard that pop up in the video just a couple minutes ago. Embrace challenges and turn them into opportunities. Heck, just raising your hand to show up here for this week is proof enough. Teamwork and camaraderie can solve nearly any problem, so be a good teammate. And belonging to something bigger than yourself. Again, I'm biased, but look around once you get back outside. 250 years of Fortress West Point looking back at us. That's certainly bigger than any one of us. And that brings me back to where you started a week ago. On day one, just inferred by Colonel Post. But on Saturday, he asked you to ponder a question, from what I understand. And that was, is West Point right for me? Heck, I almost get a little bit emotional thinking about it, because it was a question I pondered entirely too long ago. And I would say, yeah, it was right for me. I can only imagine that after the last week, maybe some of those themes that I listed emerged. But surely you're at least closer to answering that question for yourselves. Wow, you've gotten a real taste of what this place is actually about. And maybe that's literal, that's sitting down in the mess hall and eating chow in there, or going out and having an MRE, meal ready to eat. More figuratively, from riding around in Zodiacs and putting on camouflage, morning PT and academics in Thayer Hall. From calling cadence and formation to rappelling in combatives. Even going to bed late and waking up early probably also offer a glimpse into what life can be like around here. One person who may already know if West Point is right for me is CC Taylor Bupp. Are you here, Taylor? No? Oh, another small hand. Taylor, please stand up for me. This is important. Shout out to Taylor for being the first candidate in the class of 2030 to be 100% complete with filling out her application. Give her a round of applause. That's awesome, Taylor. Well done. You're good. Hey, so whether you're Taylor and seemingly all in, or you've only just started to dip your toe into the water, allow me to say that as proud as I am of everyone in this room, from CCs to cadre to staff to the families, I'm even more proud of the endeavors you CCs still yet have in front of you. And with that, on your toes, what do I get when I say any endeavor? All together. And how about go Army? See, you're all ready for this. That's all I have. Thanks again. And Jacob, back over to you.
Thank you so much, Colonel Conkey. On behalf of the entire SLE team, I'd like to present you with this Task Force Surdex shirt as a token of our appreciation.
This fires me up. Thank you very much.
Throughout the course of this past week, cadet candidates attended classes and learned about the various academic programs here at the United States Military Academy. For their hard work and standout performances in the classroom, several cadet candidates in each academic field are receiving certificates of excellence from their respective departments. Awardees, on your feet, left face, forward, march. The Department of History awards the following cadet candidates for their excellence in the classroom. Cadet candidates Aiden Bailey, Brooke Deaton, Adric Lindsay, Kylie Matisse, William May, Anna Osowski, Isabella Perkel, Sergio Romero, Matthew Spears, Aaron Stewart, Austin Thompson, and Grant Wilson. The Physics and Nuclear Engineering Department recognizes cadet candidates Espen Pitts and Nicholas Damiel Mujica with the Einstein Certificate of Excellence. The Physics and Nuclear Engineering Department also recognizes cadet candidate James Mills with the Oppenheimer Certificate of Excellence. The Leadership and Ethics Department recognizes the following cadet candidates with the Certificate of Excellence. Cadet candidates Ava Eagle, Claire Cuneo, Desmond Bex, and Serena Kim. The Department of Systems Engineering recognizes cadet candidate Nikhil Pai as its outstanding cadet candidate. Outstanding job, cadet candidates, and a huge thank you to every academic department who contributed this week and introduced our cadet candidates to what West Point academics are all about.
In the audience today, we welcome the Surdike family. This task force for SLE is named after and honor their son, Thomas Surdike. Tom was a member of the class of 2019 who heroically passed while saving a stranger from drowning in 2016. This namesake means a lot to us as cadet cadre. Tom is one of our own and a member of the Long Gray Line. He exemplified what it means to be a West Point cadet, both in and out of uniform. He always demonstrated hard work, positivity, and selfless service. I now invite the Surdike family onto the stage. On behalf of the entire SLE team, we have to present you with this commemorative plaque as a token of our appreciation.
Good morning. I'm Tom Surdike's dad. I hope you've all found out a lot about yourselves during your summer leadership experience, Task Force Surdike. I want to thank you for giving me the chance to speak with you this morning. I know many of you are thinking seriously about the next step in your lives, college, career, and for some of you, the path of service. I'm here to tell you about my son, Tom, and maybe through his story, you'll see a little more clearly what it means to wear the gray of West Point and what it means to wear the uniform of our country. Tom was just like many of you. He had friends, loved sports, the outdoors, excelled in the classroom, and never turned down a good challenge. He had a sharp mind, a good heart, and a quiet but fierce belief in doing what was right. Because for Tom, duty wasn't just a word, it was a calling. When he applied to West Point, Tom had written on his cadet questionnaire, "I want to serve for those who can't." And he did every day. Let me tell you a story about Tom. In mid-June 2016, Tom was just completing air assault school here in West Point. Tom felt it was a good idea, as it was the first chance they had to relax in 10 days, to organize entertainment for the cadets he was sharing the barracks with, who were from around the country as well as international soldiers. He had a small movie projector and decided to hold a movie night in the common room. The movie, fittingly, was We Were Soldiers, which tells the story of the first major helicopter cavalry battle of the Vietnam War. At one point in the movie, I imagine it was where the young lieutenant was killed carrying his buddy off the battlefield. He leaned over to a friend and whispered, "When I die, I hope it is saving someone else." Mere days later, on June 24th, 2016, Tom made the ultimate sacrifice, off duty on the beach in Long Island. When a young man he had just met that day was struggling in the surf, he didn't hesitate. He went after him, knowing full well the risk. That young man lived. Tom did not. Tom didn't pause. He did what cadets are trained to do from the very start. He put others before himself. His last act was to push that young man up onto the paddleboard that came out to aid them. That push forced him under, and he was not recovered for several minutes. He fought like he always did. He stayed alive long enough for the rescue team to get him, but 4 days later, he was gone. There's another story I'd like to tell, a lighter one, but it says just as much about who Tom was. It encapsulates Tom's spirit and occurred during Beast Barracks, the intense summer training for new cadets. His squad was struggling with their leadership, and in the midst of this, he acquired a watermelon from a chaplain during a short break. As it happens, each new cadet is allowed to have one piece of fruit on their windowsill in the barracks. Tom, ever the team player, took it upon himself to lead a mission to smuggle the watermelon into their fifth floor barracks. When his team was placed at attention against the wall in the mailroom, with the melon hidden under his shirt at the small of his back, he was questioned by their squad leader. "New Cadet Surdike, why are you standing like that?" He stood tall and responded, "No excuse, sir." That mission was a success and ended in a watermelon feast with his squad mates. Taking risks for the benefit of his team, the watermelon became a symbol of his leadership, even when it meant personal sacrifice, and he became famous as New Cadet Watermelon. West Point won't prepare you for just a career. It will prepare you for a life of meeting, of service, and of sacrifice. You'll learn that honor is not some outdated idea, it's the standard. That leadership isn't about rank, it's about responsibility. That courage isn't just for battle, it's for every moment you choose to do the right thing, even when no one is looking. Tom made that choice every day, and in his final act, he saved a life. But in the way he lived, he gave us something else, an example. And so I say to you, future cadets, future leaders, be like Tom. Swim toward the danger. Take care of your teammates. Live for something greater than yourself, because this country needs you. And West Point is ready to show you the way. Thank you.
Mr. and Mrs. Surdike, your son, Tom Surdike, inspired all cadre and cadet candidates throughout the entirety of this detail. His values of hard work, positivity, and selfless service served as a model that all cadre and cadet candidates strive to embody. To honor cadet candidates who best emulated these values, we will now present certificates of excellence on the cadet candidate fitness assessment and throughout the detail as a whole. Awardees, on your feet. left face, forward, march. The top male and female candidates with the highest candidate fitness assessment scores will receive the Strong Ranger Award. This year's recipients are Myron Gridden and Nakia Olivier. Their scores were 706 and 693, respectively. Incredible job, candidates. We will now recognize the squad that consistently excelled throughout the detail and achieved the highest scores in 9 tasks graded throughout the week. Our top squad for this detail is 7th Squad from 2nd Platoon, led by Cadet Sergeant Huichulis. The Best Squad Leader Award acknowledges the squad leader who went above and beyond in inspiring their cadet candidates throughout the detail. This award goes to Cadet Sergeant Longnecker from 4th Platoon, 1st Squad. Finally, the Outstanding Leader Award, given in honor of Tom Surdike, is presented to the exceptional candidate who embodies the virtues of the United States Military Academy: duty, honor, country. This extraordinary awardee is from 2nd Squad, 5th Platoon, Cadet Candidate Joseph Johnson. Thank you to all the friends and family that are here with us today or joining us online. We'd also like to thank our incredible officer leadership. Finally, one more round of applause for all of our cadet candidates and their willingness to push themselves over the course of this past week. This concludes the ceremony. Parents and guests, please remain at your seats until the cadets and candidates have marched out. Thank you. Now that the cadet candidates have exited the building, we would like to provide you with some final guidance. All guests who would like to participate in the admissions tour, please link up with an admissions officer at the back of the theater. All guests who do not wish to participate in the admissions tour, please depart via bus from the same location you entered on the first floor. The buses will be making 2 stops. The first stop will be at Library Corner for the cadet store. If you do not wish to visit the cadet store, please remain on the bus and you'll be dropped back off at Buffalo Soldier Field to retrieve your parked vehicles. There will be signs posted to help direct you back from Buffalo Soldier to Clinton Lot, where you may pick up your cadet candidates. Thank you.